everyone should be able, also at home. I hope the minimap is better this episode than last time. I've zoomed in at least. I know it's very small icons, but you can see what the players can see. The staircase.
We can see Dave, it seems.
Dave is hiding. It's on the edge of the map. The staircase is blocked again with boarded chains and just wood and metal pipes blocking the way down. It's something Oliver can easily tear apart, but at least it's trying to keep you out.
I'm just gonna say, just like a point of order, every door that Oliver comes across between the front doors, which are now the entranceway, which are now like resting on the side on the outside, every door that we come across, he is dismantling it and setting the door to the side.
I love it. I'm here for it.
There's always a way out.
Yeah, I love it. He's taking that advice straight to heart. Like, he's just not even messing around with it.
Not even that the wind can accidentally close the door on us or something like that. There is no door. The door is gone.
Right, the door's gone. There's no blocking this path. Yeah, there's no closing them. He's gonna Luke is gonna stand back and admire his work. Like, it's just gonna be like, yeah, no, I appreciate you taking care of that.
Yeah, I'm watching this and I am like, okay, he's obtaining the same results that it took me 10 years of training in, just unscrewing. That's pretty neat.
At the bottom of the stony steps, we enter a small room where you see in front of you bars, prison bars, it looks like. There's an unhinged door, again barred, where you can see into this kind of a middle section. Probably a security point, so you can kind of lock this door and that door. Well, you can't see this with the flashlight, and people who are able to see in the dark, if you turn on that particular gift, let me know.
Like heightened senses?
Well, heightened senses is different, but yeah, still.
Oh, I gotcha.
You don't see spooky shit with heightened senses. So that is, if you want to have that going, then that's fine. But if Luke and Marie wants to use either Oblivion Sight or Sentient Scene, please let me know, because
Sentient Scene is kind of passive, but yeah, I think I will be on the lookout for anything weird.
Yeah. Well,
Luke is being stealthy as normal. Like he's slowly over the course of this campaign, this chronicle, just becoming one with the shadows in a very literal sense. So yeah, he's got Oblivion Sight on too, unless of course this whole area is just swimming with ghosts, and then he might not be able to handle it. But other than that, yeah, he's got his dark eyes on.
You quickly notice when you come down here that your electronics start to fizzle out. The flashlights work, but they're very basic. They're not digital in any way. But it seems like this whole area is made of the same stuff as Luke.
Luke's gonna say, "That's not me. All right, I'm not causing that."
The flashlight is blinking once in a while, but otherwise the torch is staying lit. But yeah, this is what you can see for now. Oliver, you can see a bit further down south into and Leo, I guess, as well, and Luke, we're adept at seeing in dark. Something that looks like an office, or there's a desk at least. There's no computers because this is pre-computers, all of this. And the furniture, at least the desk, it looks old and decrepit. And that's kind of the whole state of the place. The floor is made of stone. There's an echo in here when you speak, and you hear a constant dripping, leaking pipe or something, just drip, 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 drip. But enough to drive a person mad should they listen to that for hours. The flashlight does not catch all the way down there, but See a large hall, stony walls. The drip is coming from down there somewhere. And you can also see into the
Are we all
office.
following the drip? Is that something we're wanting to do?
Luke and Marie. Inside the office, you see a girl. She's probably 10 or 12 years old. There's a white dress on, clearly a ghost. She's standing with her back to you guys. Seems to be ignoring you, or, well, at least she's not paying attention to you at the moment.
So Luke is going to motion, like, hand signals and like.
Nodding. I'm nodding.
He's kind of like.
Do I notice anything within the room that actually activates my unseen senses as well? Something else that looks or feels supernatural that I might identify as a thriller?
The whole place. Like, it's stuff coming from the walls and everything. This is just, well, it's like you're walking inside oblivion, but not really. But the veil is thin, you think. This is not your particular area of expertise, but to you it looks thinnish, or like there's something corrupting the place, and it's not natural in any way. The girl turns slowly, looks at you, Luke, with your black eyes. She gasps, and then she disappears.
Okay, so
She's more scared of us than us from her. That's good, but
the ghost is gone. Apparently, she looked at me and got spooked.
Okay, we're
I'm not
done with
used
the
to-
leave.
I'm not used. Well, right, exactly, and I'm not used to people seeing me, so I'm beginning to wonder whether my stealthiness is actually even helpful here. So, I don't know anything about this, except for the fact that apparently we're scary to them. So that's a plus, right?
For now. Do you see anything that we may use in there? I really can't tell the difference. At least either it's not there or I am just really blind.
Well, Marie, how about you go into the office here? This is where the girl was, and you go ahead and give everything a good looking over. I think that
You want me
you.
to step in there after we won't have seen?
Yes, I do. Actually. I think you are actually endowed with expertise that could help us here. And so I believe in you. And I'm asking you to put your knowledge of all kinds of special, incredible things to use and to show us what you can do.
Especially incredible will be the way I flip you off since that door closes behind me.
If anyone tries to open any of the metal doors, you quickly find out that they're locked and rusted. Oliver, you can remove them, but this would require a roll, and time, and noise.
Do it, Oliver.
They can also be lock-picked.
I would like to help Oliver with my own grafting, if possible.
You can give him an extra die, if that's the approach you want to do. But
Yes.
it's gonna make a lot of noise.
I could try to lockpick the doors if you'd rather that.
Why don't we try that first? If needs be, we'll break in.
What do lockpicking use as a tool? Intelligence plus larceny because you have to be smart, or dexterity because you have to actually or wits even.
It's I'm pretty sure.
Larceny, no?
Larceny
Yeah.
Dex.
Yeah.
You
That's
could
what I
also argue for larceny composure if you're being really deliberate and taking your time. Or
Alright.
or wits if it's just like you're just feeling it.
I
Do
can
it,
play
Leo.
lockpick.
Show us what you can do.
Yes. I am so skilled at this.
Either way, I'm going to help. Like if it's Leo with the lockpicking or Oliver with the think I will be helping them.
Get an extra die, Leo.
Okay,
Luke has no craft points, but he does have larceny, so he can help Leo with cracking that lock.
Do the roll. Which door?
one of them.
Doesn't matter. Pick one, ST.
Yeah.
Okay, that's better.
You know, back in my time, my
Okay.
entire go.
I'm sorry.
Take
Sorry.
a 3, yeah.
Oh, you went into that like impressing us, thinking that you were able to do this.
I didn't say I was skilled. I said I had done it.
Like Luke will actually see Leo like doing this and go, "Yeah, you're kind of terrible at this, aren't you?"
Listen, I have done this before.
I'm
at
just
some
Clearly.
point.
I'm marking it with green, and that means unlocked.
Okay, awesome. I like that.
At least for now. Because I
We
can't.
believe in you, Leo.
When you unlock into the office, you see the desk. There are some books, logbooks on it. There's a phone. Does not seem to be working. It is connected to something. There's a chair. 2 chairs and a coffee table. You feel like if you sit in these chairs, they would just smolder or fall completely apart.
Yeah.
Probably moth-eaten by now. And there's what looks like a filing cabinet made of wood. When you look around the corner.
Well, basically, with the aid of my unseen senses, I would like to check for anything that, you know, basically the feeder. I want to check any kind of personal belonging or object that I might identify as a feeder with my knowledge, because either it's really taken care of, or it's really hidden, or maybe it just emits a really strange supernatural aura, even stronger than anything else, and I want to look for that.
Yeah. Are you in the office?
Yes, I will have to.
Oh, yeah.
After threatening look, I will get into the office.
We look around again. It seems like the walls are emanating this kind of energy or entropy or whatever you want to call it. And you're looking around and then kind of turn and look down, and then there's a little girl next to you out of nowhere suddenly, and she says, "Lady, can you help us? We're trapped."
All right. Like making most gesture to the side. How can we help you?
Obviously, Luke, you can see and hear her, but everyone else, nothing.
Anyone else is seeing me talking with myself.
Luke is just going. He's just like, "You're doing great."
It's the doctor. He's keeping us here.
Yes. How can we help you?
Names. If they say names, or if they give ideas of who they are, we can then go back to the Cappadocians or whoever with that.
Can you repeat, please?
Well, she looks at Dave like she is hearing him, and she says, "I'm Alice."
All right. Nice to meet you, Alice. What do you want us to help you with?
The doctor's keeping us here.
Oh,
You need to reveal the truth.
which was?
People need to know what happened here.
I'm going to not, but you can leave this place.
The dark thing is keeping us here.
There is something else in here?
There's lots of things in here, none of them nice.
All right. How can we find them? Do you know how we go, deal with them or avoid them?
I don't know, they're pretty scary.
All right, just stay here. Could I try to read this ghost, as in, sense whether she's deceiving me or lying to me. As in, yeah, I'm going to say I am like the good person here, but I am a horrible monster in the inside.
Maybe inside or occulting whose wits, whatever. Just tell me.
So let me just get this straight. You're trying to psychoanalyze the ghost.
You could do a wits insight, yeah. Or resolve even if you want to.
All right. We'll apply the specialty, taking into account this is a supernatural being. I am maybe able to actually read into them better.
No, this is just like reading a person.
All right. Then I'm just taking the 2.
She seems scared and like she's scared of you, but she's warming up to you because I don't know, something. You seem nice maybe, but she's scared of being here. She's scared of the rest of your pack, and apparently she's scared of the dark thing in here. But to you, it does not seem like she's trying to deceive you.
Alright. Okay, and just keep yourself here, Alice, and be careful. We'll try to solve this, alright?
Please. And then she fades.
Alright. That was scary. After checking this room, I will leave the place.
So there are more stuff, really dark, escaping here. So yeah, buckle up. This is going to be a party.
That's what I tell everyone once they leave the room.
From somewhere in here, you think your metal tray falls on the ground. Just because it's so quiet in here, it's just
Leo's just gonna screech.
Perfectly normal. Perfectly normal.
and then you start to hear
Oliver, like goes
all-
like that. He like
all of you start to hear
Fuck no.
and then
Fuck no.
it fades.
Yeah.
Perfectly normal.
So we're done, right? We can go. We don't have to go for her.
Actually, yes, we kind of have to.
Why?
No. So please, do not scare me anymore. What I try to lockpick this, and I'm going to use my composure to lockpick this time, because I do not trust Leo at all after seeing his results.
Listen, I nailed it. Okay, the door opened. What more do you want?
You can do a dex larceny or wits or composure.
we're turning on each other. That's what the spirits want.
Not really sure if anyone is going to help me, but I'm going to attempt it.
I think you can get an extra die. Luke is probably looking you over the shoulder as you're doing it.
Looking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
You feel like the lockpick is gonna break if you put any more force on it, unless you want a willpower.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think I will, try to keep ourselves as stealthy after that. There we go. Yeah, taking that 3.
Yeah, 3.
That's 3.
It unlocks.
It looked a little messy there for a second. It looked like you almost weren't going to do it.
No pressure.
The pressure of hearing these laments is not really helping me.
Oh, I'm just here to help. I'm here to guide.
Yeah, you're doing nicely, sweetie. But let me
You're so welcome. I'm glad that my advice is appreciated.
Thank you. And I'm going to, slowly, carefully go head first, because for some reason I'm the one going head first.
And Luke is going to motion to Oliver and Dave to filter in behind it.
Luke, Oliver,
Stairs are safe.
and Leo, from way down into the darkness, down the hall. For a moment, well, you think it might be kind of crazy, but you think you see a giant black panther just jumping through something, or the whole T section or something is just passing very quickly, but you could have sworn that was a very large black cat. like
I see the
bigger
cat?
than a person.
Do I see the cat too?
Yeah, it was Luke, Oliver, and Leo, because you can see
Okay,
far in the dark.
Was it a ghost cat?
No, a regular, well,
Regular cat.
not a regular
Giant
cat, a
kitty.
giant panther. But it did not seem, or it seemed corporeal. That's the. You move further in, shining your light and everything. There's a door on each side of you, Marie. Metal. Can't see into the rooms.
Alright.
To your left, you hear faint giggling again. The rest of you don't, because you don't have sense the unseen on. Luke, you hear it, of course.
I'm going to look at Luke. And I'm going to point to the other door, the one that hasn't the freakiest tingling.
Luke is not going into that room until Leo and Dave and Oliver agree to.
Oh
like-
no, 100%.
Oliver will set about taking the 2 doors off the hinges, and would I be able to use my 1-dotted blood sorcery corrosive vitae to help me get them off the hinges? Because these are more like prison, like heavy doors kind of thing.
Yeah. Do a rouse. It's also much quieter than moving them with tools.
And I get to do 2 rouse checks. Take, what is it? Because of my blood potency, I do the rouse checks twice.
You can re-roll it if it fails.
Oh, okay.
So you can re-roll that. Still a Hunger Game.
It was meant to be.
And then the next one. And again, I guess.
What is going on? All right. So
Very obviously, you just want to sink your teeth into that cat.
a cat.
Uh,
These 2 doors are now. Yeah, but
well,
damn.
you're pouring your blood on the hinges, corroding them, and you first hear, Wally in your mind. Man, you gotta help these people out here. They're trapped. You really, like, you need to do some good here, Oliver, to repent. And then you hear the other voice. Oliver, don't listen to him. Just go in here and wreak havoc. Fuck these people. If you can eat their souls, do it. And then the voices go quiet.
They're on each of his shoulders, looking back and forth whenever they talk. Then he sets the doors to the side. And he's like, alright, let's get moving.
Where do you want to go?
I point to the door with no.
This one.
Yeah, the south one was the one where there was no. If I remember right.
Yes.
Oliver's gonna kick open the door. He's gonna.
Metal door. You want to do the same thing? Or do you want to have it picked? Or tear it apart?
Probably. He does not kick the door. He's like, Maria, I got your back. I don't want to tear every door off its hinges. We just need a pathway out. They can't close us in.
I mean, I would prefer not to bother the neighborhood.
We've been stealthy so far. So if anyone wants to do a larceny, feel free to do so.
I will do it. Since it's clear that the other 2 needed my guidance, and I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. If they want to watch me do it,
I'm going to help you, but I'm going to
Yes.
speakerly help you.
you're going to what?
You know, as in, you call that a lockpick? I mean, no, this is.
So are you actually adding to my roll, or are you taking it
Yeah,
away?
you're getting an extra die. You're getting an extra die. At least for creativity.
All right. right. He's gonna surge for this because he needs to make this look good after all the shit he's given them.
Exactly that.
That potency too, bro.
4.
So that's 4 successes. And it's like he is. It's like he's just. It's as smooth as silk. It's like he's done this a million times before. He's gonna look back. He's gonna like.
Well, you definitely hear the click because these are old locks.
That's right. And then he's gonna take it out like it's just a work of art, you know. He's gonna take it out, and then the door pops open just as easily as possible. He's like,
Rub it in.
I really want to be mad at you, but that was smooth.
"Thank you."
I need to go around the table for a moment and figure out where everyone is and what they're doing. Dave, what are you doing at the moment?
I think they're doing a wonderful job.
Damn it, Dave! Get up
From
here.
by the stairs, Dave has got a really good view of some of them.
We're about to unleash something. It's about to happen.
I can't wait the stairs to go all full Scooby-Doo and turn into a ramp.
Leo, what are you doing at the moment?
Considering going back to Dave, Leo no like the spooky.
I just fear them.
Make a safe room in here. Yeah.
Yeah, just like hanging back as much as possible.
And Marie, she's cheering on Luke. Luke is opening doors, and Oliver is ready to enter the door. Or
He was like standing on the side, like watching Marie do her thing. Or no, sorry, watching Luke open the door, like unlock the door, and then when it's ready, he's gonna open the door and let, I guess, like Luke look inside because he can't see anything in there.
yeah.
So he'll be like I imagine like Luke's on one side of the door and Oliver's on the other, and they're both like about to breach. Is my idea.
Yeah.
That's so.
Well, that door goes click. Luke opens it very smoothly, and then the door behind you guys slams open. Marie and Luke, obviously, you can see this person. It's a very, very thin man, starved. He is kind of hunched over a little bit, and he's holding a scalpel in his hand. To the rest of you guys, the door just opened out of nowhere. You don't see a guy.
Guys, can you see that? Or should I start running?
You also hear the giggling. Luke and Marie, the rest of you, nothing.
Greetings. Sir, how can we help you? Well, I'm preparing. I'm on position to get back to that thing.
Well, obviously you're all startled by this, but from within the room, a tray and then a scalpel flies out at Luke and Marie. You can make a dex and athletics to not be hit by these two.
I'm going to make that
Objects.
roll. Yeah, and I'm going to be like, Dave, Leo, come on. We got spectral
I
disturbances
believe in
here.
you.
Damn it. God damn it.
You can do this.
Well, you obviously see the flying objects, but nothing else.
When things come flying, Leo will just take a confident step towards Dave.
Yeah. Marie, you're hit in the head with a tray. You take 1 superficial damage. It's just a gong, but it does not. Luke, messy crit.
Out of the way.
Look, like Marie, I was actually going to dodge it, but Luke puts me away.
That's right. He runs into Marie.
No.
Messy crit with a 7.
Yeah.
I think you catch the scalpel.
Yeah.
You throw it back at it instinctively. It flies inside the room, tips over something that makes an immense amount of noise, rumbling through the place, but the wraith disappears, quite shocked at your attempt. But the whole, imagine Pippin kicking the skeleton
Yeah,
into...
I was about to say, somewhere Gandalf took.
Everything okay?
No.
we need a little help in here. Not the stairs don't need guarding. You need to come in here. God damn it!
I can't punch ghosts.
I'll
What the hell
come
are you
out
doing?
to the next set of doors.
I did not believe in ghosts. I just afraid of them.
Oliver will be the Gandalf of the scenario. He's like, wait to make a lot of noise. Well done, Luke.
It was a reflex, okay? I'm just, I mean, somebody throws a scalpel at me, I'm throwing it right back, and it just, that's what happens, and especially when half of our party members are staying by the stairs,
I'm not by the stairs. I'm here.
Teamwork makes the dream work, okay? You need to get your asses in here.
I said I would believe it when I saw it. I've seen it.
Wait, do you hear that?
What was the ghost? Who was the ghost?
Drums in the deep.
I'm going to say, do you hear that? Just to make them
Ooh,
stop
lovely.
and shut up. But just in case, I'm going to listen in case I do hear something.
You're really paying attention and you have the thing on. You think you hear something being scraped across the floor.
Just what everybody ever wants to hear in an abandoned spooky hospital dungeon.
And it's coming closer, but slowly.
Alright.
You just hear the...
So let's...
Who's the ghost then?
Let's avoid the noise and keep going. The sooner we do this, the sooner we can leave and I can start living again.
So it's at this point that Luke is going to get a little evil, and he's going to be like, Dave, behind you.
Now, Dave's going to pause, and then slowly look behind, and then ever so slowly look back. It's Leo. But who's the ghost?
It's in the form of Leo.
The fuck are you on about?
I'm gonna touch Leo.
Hi, Dave.
Right.
Leo's a ghost
What's
the
the
whole
ghost?
time?
Who's the ghost?
I really decrepit scalpel thrower, man. So yeah, let's just keep going, please.
Oh man.
It's Leo.
Going into the room south, you see 2 surgical beds with tools accompanying them at the foot of the bed on trays. There are 2, I'm gonna call them machines, but they look more like experimental torture devices. And then there is a steel cabinet to your left as you enter the room, where you see papers that are intact on top of it. Kind of, well, you're not the tallest person, but about your eye height, the top of the cabinet. Marie, so, and everyone else who wants to see what's in the room.
Oliver's at the door, keeping the door ajar so it doesn't close while she's in there.
Yeah, I would like to investigate this place further, especially... Oh yeah, exactly. Hello, Alice. You look charming.
Alice appears and she's just pointing at the paper. And fades away again.
So
Dave's
let's
gonna
go ahead and check that out. Yeah.
I'm going to check the paper.
Dave's going to just approach Oliver. So, do they know what the ghost is yet?
No, can you
I
repeat
keep
me?
you an Alice.
An Alex. And why is Luke throwing scalpels?
No, that was a different crazy madman.
Something
It was a
through
different
assassin.
ghost. There are many ghosts in here.
Oh,
Marie?
so Alice is the one you threw the scalpel at.
Yes.
What did she do to you?
Threw it at me.
No.
You couldn't see because you're standing at the stairway.
That's why I've come a bit closer.
You threw in a
Alice doesn't
physical
sound like the
object.
sort of person who would throw a throw a scalpel at you.
They're not all of them nice, right? I know that your experience with ghosts is sort of limited, but that some of them are foul tempered, having bad
You
days.
just throw a material object at an incorporeal creature.
Sometimes it
What you're
hurts.
talking about.
You don't know, like it's kind of it's not all this or that. They kind of just like we can see them, we can sometimes hurt them too.
Oliver kind of looks at you like, what, really? Like he has that
Yeah.
look on his face like...
And Luke is he's like full expert mode. He's like not kidding at all. He's like putting on the mask that he knows exactly what he's talking about. And he's like, oh yeah, mm-hmm. You saw the way that one scampered off after I hurled that scalpel right back at them. They fear us. They do. They're not as the movies have it all wrong, Oliver. They don't tell you what it's really like. They fear for their lives too. Yeah, so I did. Yeah, they recognize the skills and they know a threat when they see one. So yeah.
Dave's going to back off from that expert level gaslighting. Dave's too impressed to comment.
The literal worst Hakata ever is like, really? I didn't know that. That's
Fascinating.
Yeah. My word, do you have literature I could read on this topic?
I'm busy reading the damn document to actually notice anything of this going on. I'm just going
I was about to say, Marie, it's a good thing that you're handling this because you are used to, well, handling all decrepit paper that could very easily fall apart, which is what this does. But you do manage to find a section of it that's actually readable, and where the paper is not completely crumpled. It simply says like it's a part of a larger thing, but the doctor has achieved a state of complete tranquility with our patients, even the most violent ones. And then the ink becomes faded.
Right? Can you repeat this?
I can write it to you to make it even easier.
I mean, yeah, so if you don't mind. See, like, I imagine that it doesn't work pretty nicely, but if I have a chance, I would like to actually take a photo of this. Just
Well,
1 second.
you pull out your phone, but realize it's dead.
And Luke is gonna reach in and go, not my fault.
But you can leave it like it is, so it doesn't break apart. You're skilled enough to do that, definitely.
Doing that, alright.
Do you want to read it out loud? I'm just gonna wait for you to blow your nose, sorry.
Rather than that, I'm going to, once I have taken a read of it and memorized it, I'm going to reunite with my pack, and rather than say out loud, I would like to whisper. I do not want to, make it public, so to speak. So I found this paper, it said this, we should keep looking for something else. Yeah, we really have to take note of that.
I just want to ask, while Marie is doing her reading and scouting, is anyone moving further ahead, or are you good with staying as a group?
Dave's going to go in, so he knows that Luke's thrown the scalpel. The Cappadocian said if we find something that's close or personal to them, so possibly something like that scalpel, we could that might help link it to whoever this ghost is. So Dave's going to wander into that room on the other side and go and try and retrieve the scalpel that Luke threw.
You ever met with let's call it a particular site? They are a surgical bed, but there are some kinds of, you don't know what these contraptions are, but they don't look nice. Something with screws and saws on them and tubes, and they all kind of go into this little chamber and connected to 4 of these surgical beds. There's even old dried blood on the floor. One of the tray tables, it looks like something very heavy or hard has punched it or fallen on top of it. There's a broken bottle of something, but you do find a scalpel that look through.
Okay, and while they're all busy in the other room, as Dave walks out, he's going to kick over one of the metal stands there with all the instruments just to make some more loud noise and clattering.
Yep.
Thank you, Dave. Yeah.
I found the scalpel.
I'm not sure if I could ping this. But
Leo is just gonna go back in his memory and start reciting Bible passages.
there are calling for the help of Jesus. On the table, there are also a stack of notes, you think,
Yoink.
behind, or not behind, beneath an old newspaper article that's kind of faded, but you get the headline. It's something about achieving a cure for, I'm not sure what the word would be, but like apathy or violence. And again, it's paper in a poor state, so you can barely touch it without coming apart, but the note, it looks like it's been ripped out and put there deliberately, but it says, I'm so excited to work for a brilliant man like Dr. Richter.
Right.
And then a lot
Sorry, did you say Dr. Lecter?
Richter.
Okay.
Richter.
I'm gonna do it proper German. Richter. I have to really lean into the and kind of faded, but it's from a nurse, Brannigan.
Okay. They will try and pick them up, even though they might fall to pieces.
You kind of get that little piece with the sentence. It's like something is holding it together. But yeah, that's what is in this room. And while that is being explored, Luke, you start to hear the sound of scraping as well. That heavy across the floor.
You're scraping. Lots of scraping. We've definitely woken up something down there. It's heading our way. He's not even covering it up.
People with good sight can see further down the hall.
I've got you another scalpel, in case you want to scare any of the others away.
Luke is gonna be like, hand me that. I'm very dangerous with it.
What are you talking of? Never mind. Let's keep going.
Put yourself to where you want to be. And then I'll reveal things. Hello there, Luke.
That's right. You got it. He's just like peeking around the corner like
Oliver's he's gonna start walking down the hallway because he's kind of like, based on what Gabriel said, whatever, he's kind of like the lead, so to speak. So.
Leo, be really careful, because it's always the guys that get left on their own. And then push on.
he's not wrong.
The horror movie trope. It's the ones that are really scared that die, and the ones that they're left behind that die.
Leo will just slowly follow.
Luke will be like, you're doing good, you're doing well.
Well, you see a cross section and what looks to, it's not really a T section because it ends in a barred wall as well. The scraping is coming from down further, like behind the bars. Somewhere down there, Marie and Luke can hear.
So Oliver, where are you going? Which way?
He's just going straight down.
You're moving to the T section?
And he looks like right to left.
Well, you see cells. just gonna uncover all of this for you.
Of course. This seems like just the place for ourselves.
I'm not really sure what they did here, but isn't this supposed to be a hospital?
And a guy sitting, Luke and Marie see a guy sitting on the bed is the one who threw the scalpel, but he's just like sitting hunched over and laughing to himself and rocking a bit inside that particular cell. I'm just gonna reveal some more, like a proper dungeon crawl here. Oh.
Yeah, Luke is scampering across the hallway there of the other one, so he's gonna kind of open up that too.
There you go. Inside the cell with the man, well, the rest of you don't know, is more papers on the ground, torn from my notebook. You think the state of the place is obviously not nice. It very much looks like jail cells with very little privacy, because everything is barred and you can kind of look into the cages, I want to say.
Well, I'm pretty sure we will use that paper, so I'm going to look at the rest.
Well, you can see the man in there, so
We could just sort of call out to Dr. Richter, and maybe he'll come to us.
What was the name?
Where's the fun in that, though? And I think that the scraping indicates that Dr. Richter, in his transmogrified form, is actually on his way. So, you know.
And just for the rule of three, Dr. Richter, Dr. Richter.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Marie,
He's just like,
the guy inside the cell is starting to, well, he's walking through things, but he's kind of walking 2 paces behind Dave and looking at something. I don't know if you have the scalpel in your hand or you put it in your pocket, but he's looking directly at where that would be.
That one's in his pocket.
I'm using that moment to actually get in here, grab the papers really quick, and go back with the rest. Like I can warn Dave if anything is needed, so I'm going to make use of this.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that Marie's all CSI, like Spectral Hospital.
Well, the note says, I can also post it, but the good doctor is helping me see the truth. I have begun to hear the voices of healing, a numbing whisper. Oh, sorry, a rumbling whisper. You guys are moving further ahead. I have to like move around 40 screens, I feel, so bear with me. See a bit further ahead. Looks like, again, a prison dining hall. There's some paper scraps lying around. And yeah, you have probably looked around the corner as well, I assume.
Yeah.
Could we split up?
Well, you know, it's always a great idea to split the party.
Yes, that's how people survive in horror movies.
We don't want to get trapped here. One of you goes down the wrong hallway. You get stuck. If one of the doors closed. You can't be having that.
Yes, we do need Oliver here to dismantle all the doorways, so.
That's right. And he's not going to use the blood. Oh, what the fuck? I can't see that. I'm just like, oh, I'm just going to start working on this here door. Don't mind me.
Look, you turn and see he's walking very slowly. A man, it looks like he has a club foot because he's dragging one leg. He's huge. He has just a white hospital gown and his face is completely bandaged. But he's walking towards Oliver, arms stretched out, kind of moaning to himself and dragging the leg. And it does not seem like Oliver has, noticed this. But you hear it clearly, and Marie, you also see and hear this very clearly.
So, not corporeal.
No.
Or is he?
Okay. It seems like Oliver is not noticing or hearing. Neither is Leo, Dave, or Yeah.
Gonna hammer the door, Oliver.
I'll take whatever I can get. Made me hungry earlier. I need to be more sparing. We don't know how long we'll be here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, close up because I was in the other room. But by the time I get near here and I see that, I am like, no, 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 not that one.
He's like, and he looks back at Marie, and then he quickly looks forward, and he sees nothing. He's like, what is it?
Take 1 or 2 steps away, just in case. Please listen to me. You too, Dave.
You see the hat going out and through the bars, but he's not moving further than that. Oliver just managed to step away, but he's still holding out like he really wants to hug Oliver.
So, I'm not sure this is weird for you, but there is one really creepy thing at the other side trying to grab something. So, hack the walls and let's check the rest of the rooms first, please. I really don't like the look of it.
Salt, 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 salt.
You're throwing salt over your shoulder.
Just everywhere.
All around.
You hear, all of you hear this. You hear a scream and then a giggle. And then for the seeing people can see the decrepit man and fades as salt is thrown into his face by Dave.
You're doing fantastic work, Dave. Thank you for that at all.
More or less if I will define fantastic, but it was a job.
Let's keep going.
Where you wanna go?
I will say this one. Hide the wall.
Well, whoever wants to do the larceny, feel free.
Go ahead.
I'm going to look at Luke. The invincible.
Yeah.
For Marie and
Yeah,
Luke, it's kind of creepy. The arm is still like trying to really get out, but it seems like it can go through the bars, but the rest of the body is held in place by something.
Mm-hmm. Can I check if there's any wards in that door or in that, space? Seeing that this ghost can't move, maybe there is a ward in there.
Nothing's sorcery. It's all kind of oblivion related, but you don't see any difference between there and outside.
All right.
It's another 4 successes.
Easy. Click.
Easy peasy.
It's just like he flourishes, shows off, and everything like that.
You see let's call it a bathroom.
Call it a bathroom.
There is 2 tubs. They're covered in algae. There's a bit of blood on the edge. There's some dried blood around the drain. There are 2 sinks in here. There's some weird collar lying on the ground. A broken chain, but the collar has spikes going inwards. But yeah, that's.
Are any of these tubs filled up with black liquid?
No, they are drained, but this is where the dripping is coming from. There is a leaky pipe in a corner.
Yeah.
Where the drip, drip, drip that has been constant down here, echoing through the place.
Go on, guys.
Can I manipulate it, like if it were blood, or?
It was blood once, but you guys have an affinity for blood. It's just very dried old blood. Stains, more like.
Then never mind.
Alright, time to investigate. This is not creepy at all. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to end up murdered again.
Just remember, we are the living dead. What's there to be afraid of?
The actual death?
Says the person who was actually standing by the stairs.
We were told to keep the entrance open. You called me in, I stopped what I was doing. Here I am. Dave will go into the bathroom and have a poke around, look for anything interesting.
The only weird thing in here is the color. I mean, the rest is creepy and spooky, but it's not out of the ordinary. It's what you would have in an asylum from the 19 or 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
Which is totally creepy.
Yes, and not humane in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
Alright, so nothing here it seems, unless someone of you is into that. I'm going to point at the cola, which is not my thing, so thank you very much. I'm going to go the other way around.
There is another door. This one is unhinged, it seems. Let me just mark here, so I know which doors are open. But you can kind of, well, you can't, well, except with your flashlight, look into the room. Sorry, just a moment. For the people with sight and other sights. Marie, Luke, you can see this. Please, as I described this, can you give me a Fear Frenzy difficulty 3?
Alright.
On the other side of the door is a woman not clad in much. Her hospital gown is very open. She's covered in lacerations from neck to about knee height. Some of them have been sewn together, and as you enter, she twists her head and kind of twitches her whole body for a moment, and her face distorts, and that sets something off in you guys. It's very unnatural, and even for the hardiest people, that would apparently make them frenzy. I see. So, Luke and Marie,
It's not natural. None of it.
I'm just gonna move you guys a little bit down the hall here.
Yeah. Feel free.
Oliver's just like shocked. He's like, suddenly they look at the room and then they freak out.
They hiss and then they run.
Luke is gone.
I is like grabbing Luke and pushing him backwards, not again like pushing each other out of the way.
Dave's gonna throw some salt at them as they run by.
Oliver will just take like a look. He kind of like has his hand on the door and he just looks in the room.
Well, to you, it's, well, 2 surgical tables, 2 tubs, a little bit of blood on the tubs. There's some paper on one of the surgical tables and 2 drain pipes, but nothing out of the ordinary. You don't know what could have scared them.
And he just gives a little chuckle, and then he just kind of like smiles with his teeth, with his piranha shark Nagaraja teeth, and he just lets the door close and turns around and runs back.
As Oliver comes, have some salt.
It's for the eyes.
Yeah, don't run away, Leo. And Leo's gonna follow a little bit after the fear frenzied people.
Well, I'm not gonna move you.
Solidarity,
I
right?
assume you're gonna return, but you stop around the stairs and compose yourself, and well, you actually feel winded for a moment, but you don't breathe, so it's kind of weird. But you're standing like you have been running and are out of breath, and like something just grabbed your heart for a moment and was about to pull it out.
Not cool. Not cool. Yeah. No.
At the very least, I got to pass Leo. That was nice. But oh hell, that was.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking horrifying.
I don't want to see anything weird anymore. You know,
What was that all about?
Really nice and fun, and ghosts are really nice and fun when they are completely fundamented, not when they are actually real and creepy. I'll have to go back, I guess. No, look.
Dave, I want to ask you: are you standing that close to the bars?
Well, we had to get out of the way for people to run.
All right. You can't see.
Did we not push Leo into it while in the France? Straight from France.
Clubfoot.
Poor Leo.
Sorry.
Who's at the stairs now?
Dave, you don't see anything, but something grabs your shoulder. And it starts to rot as you pull yourself away. You take 1 aggravated damage, and you kind of feel like your arm is pointless.
Salt, move.
Yeah.
Salt everywhere. All the salt.
You see the handprint. It's completely black. You can move the arm, it's not dead, but you won't be doing anything finesseful or fighting with it.
Yeah, we've got no worries there. The fuck? Dave's gonna move. I think Luke. I probably need to check on Luke. He did look very scared. Coming through.
Is everyone moving back, or is someone brave enough to continue? I mean, Marie, you know, if you turn your side off, it's just a normal flashlight.
Leo will sprint.
But we had to scout this place out.
We've done that. Yeah, like maybe not the whole place, and maybe not all 9 levels, but you know, we've begun the project, right? We've at least taken initial steps.
No, we're still missing. And what do we want to do from here? Thing is,
Didn't we just need the name of the guy? Because now we have the name.
Down at the... Well, I guess the door that is pulled or removed or set aside. Now you all see this. She manifests a little girl getting in the way of Leo, wearing a white dress, has brown hair, you think, but she's, well, semi-transparent, so it can't be weird to see. And she says, "You cannot leave, you have to help us. We're trapped, and you're trapped with us."
What? No, I'm not.
I have this image in my mind of Leo power walking, and then all of a sudden this little girl appears and runs like, "Oh, okay."
and yes, if we could, there's still more people in here. And
Dave, I want some salt. Right now.
Is this Alice?
Yeah, you see her as well now. Everyone sees her. She's moving towards Leo, and her arm like stretched out like she's begging almost. And she, "Please don't leave, mister. Help us."
Hey, give me salt right now. Leo's just gonna like hide himself in himself.
Find a happy place. Alice, is it Dr. Richter?
Yes. He's
Where do we find Dr. Richter?
in the basement.
I thought this was the basement.
At the other basement.
Oh, there's another basement.
There's like multiple levels.
Down at his office.
Can you show us the way? And we'll go and deal with whoever it is.
She points, but she's pointing at the wall. Right. Or your left.
After you.
Well, she fades and then appears down here. Again, she's flickering a little bit. And Marie, she appears right behind you. Just out of nowhere.
Alice, I really can't deal with those scares anymore. Hello. What do you want?
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. You have to help us.
I'm working on it, but it's hard to work under pressure. I have to keep doing some stuff.
People have to know the truth.
I know it. I'm on it. Do you want to tell me the truth, or do you have? I have to
Tell me the truth.
Why am I moving several people? She's
Meanwhile, Luke is trying to
blinking.
like drag Leo back. It's like, come on, we can do this. We can do this.
She is pointing towards the room that Marie and Luke ran from, and then she's pointing at the bars, and as she's pointing, you all see the man appear. His arms still out. Again,
Yeah.
he's flickering. Head wrapped in bandana, wearing hospital gown, very tall, Michael Myers looking motherfucker.
Yeah, don't let that one touch you.
What's
Oh dear.
what's
Do we have
happening
to
here?
follow them? Do we have to? Can we just go?
No, we have to do this, and then we can go. The sooner we get this done, the sooner we can get out of here. So let's just get this done, and then we can leave this creepy hospital forever.
Exactly, and over there, it's not because it was gonna piss off Gabriel. So we should move on.
When Leo sees the creepy guy, he's gonna hug the wall.
He disappears along with the girl, but when she was pointing at him, he became visible.
Alright, let's go down and see whatever scared you out of this room.
Luke's gonna bring up the rear here.
Well, you don't have to look in there if you don't want to.
I was about to say, like, it terrified the shit out of him once. So he's up for exploring any other part of the hospital, but he already knows what's in there.
Right, go in, look around. What was scary in here?
People appreciate it, but it's a really scared lady.
Get a weird feeling, Dave, like you're walking through something cold, like a cold spot, but nothing else.
Anything of interest in the room?
Papers on one of the gurneys, or the surgical beds, or torture tables, whatever you want to call them.
Okay. Have a nose through.
It's again from the nurse, it seems. It says the doctor has continued treatment on tranquil patients. It's starting to appear as if the patients are changing their mental state to something closer to brain dead. I'm worried about the ethics of what we're doing here.
Okay.
Props to her, right? You know, like,
Dave will make a few scribbles.
Couldn't she have started with those ethics before she died, though?
And then explain to everyone else what was in the notes, but couldn't see anything too scary in there.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you are our man. Now let's keep going, please.
With those words, I think we will have to continue the investigation of the hospital next time, because we are running out of time. And this is not gonna be done in 5 minutes. Well done, you guys.
a spooky to be continued pops across the screen.
Halloween episode.
I'll figure out a way for Emery to pop up and rescue you guys or something.
Be better.
Please.
Well, I thought about that actually, and Luke would have like left his Alicia with a message that if Emery calls in or anything, like that's where they are, so she would at least know where they are.
No, don't worry. Like, we can just make her a new side character, Emma the Ghost.
Well, yeah, this was supposed to be the Halloween episode, but I'm shit at planning my sessions, so they always bleed into each other, and
That's fine.
This will happen. It's fine. Don't worry.
And I wanna finish, but I know it's gonna be way past midnight here if we do. And
You're doing creepy real good. Leo
Yeah, this
doesn't
is
like
excellent.
creepy.
Yeah, I agree. Creepy is being done well here. It is definitely creepified.